Hey, welcome to the Rolling Acres chapter. BBQ Pit Boys, Cheshire Cat. We're at it again. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to milk brine. I know it's like gimmicky, or some other people say this doesn't work. It does work. Years ago, when I worked in a steakhouse, every Friday and Saturday night we did prime rib. Thursday night we would start brining the prime rib in milk. We injected it, and then the next, you're gonna let it sit for 24 hours, and then it comes out a little more of a flavorful and a really tender meat. So today we're going to be using whole milk in SPG. The only thing with this SPG, to inject it, it's really coarse. So we're going to grind it up a little bit. All right, I think that's good. So what I'm going to do, I don't have an exact measurement yet because I don't want to overfill this. But in this clear bucket, I'm going to start putting some milk. Let's start with that. I'm going to add SPG, and I'm going to blend it in. Okay. Now I'm going to take our rib. I'm going to take this point, or this part, I'm going to put it in the bottom. There we go. Now we start injecting. With this one, you'll see I got multiple holes. So it's not going to just inject in one spot, it's going to inject in multiple spots. Once again, the lactic acid in the milk is going to help break this down a little bit more, even though it is quite tender as it is. I'm going to try and get right down the middle. Right down the bottom here. All right, that's it. This is going to sit in the fridge for 24 hours. We'll see you back tomorrow with the smoker. Okay, our milk brine is done. Let's take it out. Look at that. Just how I remember it. Look at that. So what we're going to do now is we're going to let this rest right here in room temperature, because we want this to kind of like, it's really cold right now, and we don't really want to put it on the smoker cold like this. You kind of want it at room temperature. We're going to season this, and I'll show you that when I get back. Okay, while we're waiting for the rib to get to room temperature, I'm going to create this like binder type mixer to go on top of the rib. We're going to use garlic, this sauce, mayonnaise, and a little bit of SPG. The main part of this rib and the seasoning is going to be SPG. So take a couple dollops of Worcestershire sauce. We're going to take some of this garlic. I'm going to mix it in. And a little bit of SPG. Mix it all up. And this is what's going to go on top of the rib. So we're going to put this on, smother the rib with it, and then I'm going to hit it again with SPG. See you then. All right, this has kind of gotten a lot softer. So now we're going to smother this. Pop this open first. Get a nice gloop in there. Cover this pretty good. You get it all over. So remember, mayonnaise ain't gonna really do much for this. It's more of a binder. Kind of hold our rub on. Make it a mess. Now we're gonna cover this pretty good with this SPG. Make sure we get it in here. It's messy, but it's gonna be good. I'm gonna let this sit for probably about another hour, just like this, and then I'll put it on the smoker. The smoker is gonna be around 220. I am using a mix of hickory and cherry. I think it's a good combination for this rib roast. So see you in about an hour. All right, we're getting close. So I'm gonna tie this up. I've already gotten a couple done. We want to get this thing nice and tight. We want to make sure that it cooks evenly. You also see that I had the rib. You can have your butcher do that. You get the rib, and he pulls the, separates the rib from the meat. And just adding seasoning in there just gives it a nice full flavor. So, all right, almost smoker time. All right, our smoker's up to temp. We're gonna start putting it together. I'm gonna use these deflector plates. Get on first. I'll throw some cherry and hickory in here for smoke. I guess I didn't need to video how to put a smoker together, but there's these Kamados. There's a certain way you have to do it. But here we go. We're gonna put this on. We're gonna start probing probably in about an hour. I'm gonna probably put 2 probes in it, one on both sides, or maybe one in the top, one on the side. I really want to pay attention to the temp. Temp on this is going to be very important. So I want to do low and slow, and we'll see what we got. Okay, we're about an hour in. It's time to start probing. This is looking really good. So I'm going to stick one probe 1, right here in the middle. I'm going to stick this other probe over here to the side. So we're rolling at 220 the way I wanted it to. This is going to go for a while, but I really need to pay attention to the temperature. Make sure I'm staying at 220 because we want this to cook slow and low. So we're going to go until we hit a temperature, internal temperature of 120. Then I'm going to probably crank this up a little bit just to sear, get a nice sear on the outside. And then we're going to let it rest for about a half an hour, 45 minutes. We're good. All right, we're 2.5 hours in. Probing. Oh yeah. It's coming around real nice. You see where we're at, 220. That's the temperature I wanted. It's going to be good. Okay, the thermals are saying that we are at 122, 123, so it's time to yank it. So, we're going to see you inside in a few minutes. Okay, we're 5 hours in, around 5 hours. We pulled it at 120, 122. All right, now I'm going to cover it, but yeah, I want you to take a good look at this thing. This thing came out perfect. All right, we're going to let this rest for about 45 minutes, and then we'll see you in the house. We're going to do this reveal in the house. All right, this is the point we've been waiting for. This has been resting for 45 minutes. I think it came out pretty good. So we're going to take these things out first. Where are you? There should be one more. Saw before. I'm gonna finish taking this bone off. Those will get used. All right, here's the part we've been waiting for. I'm guessing medium rare, rare to medium rare. Rare to medium rare. Take a bite out of one of these here. They call this Pitmaster privilege. Yeah. Cheers. Milk brine, nice and tender. SPG coming right through. Perfect.
So the next time you're looking for a recipe for your pit, check out BBQPitBoys.com.